back to another mini-series with Process Pat. Today, in focus, is product management. Whether you are a veteran in the space or new as a product manager, I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks that will keep you competitive on the playing field. Whether you like it or not, you are calling the plays and you are developing the strategy for your product area. And everybody at every other company that is a direct competitor to you is doing the same thing, trying to beat you on that playing field. So it's highly competitive. You need to make sure that you are always keeping the fundamentals in the back of your mind and you're building off of those to ensure success, not only for you and your career, but also for the product that you are advocating for. Let's jump right into this one. I have a few areas with some neat tips and tricks, and then I want to talk through a specific tool that's lightweight that can really help you to develop the message, the strategy, and the business analysis that will ensure that you are prioritizing the right things that will develop the most value for you and your end users. Tip number one, and this is probably the most fundamental thing that you can do as a product manager. Get to know your existing customers. Develop trust and get to know them. What do they like? What are their pain points? What would change their experience for the better if they had a magic wand in hand? Make sure that as you're getting to know your existing customers, you are diversifying among the different customer segments. Make sure that you're taking opinions from a number of customers from various target markets so that you can develop a holistic strategy that will address your total addressable market and provide the biggest opportunity and return on your investment in the long run. Second, make sure that you study the market. Where do you sit today? Where is the market going tomorrow? Are you positioned for the future? What is the market telling you? What is your niche as a company or in your specific area of the product? This is incredibly important because this will help you to develop the longer term strategy. Make sure that you're fluent in the Forrester Wave or in the Gartner Magic Quadrant. Make sure that you understand what's going into those analyses. Where do the analysts think that this overall market is going? The market will talk to you. You need to make sure that you are studying it and paying attention, and if you do so, you will see greater success over longer periods of time. The third is to study the competition. Like I said, you are on the playing field and you are competing against products and product managers from across the world who are attempting to beat you when they are requesting and bidding on specific deals. How do you compare to the competition? Who are the key players? Why did you win or lose? How can you differentiate yourself from the competition? This is incredibly important. You don't only want to know your product inside and out, but you should be downloading copies and leveraging and becoming a super user of the competitor's product so that you can understand their specific strengths, their specific weaknesses, and you can find a way to strategize to beat the competition. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about here is a tool that I have used that has really helped to bring all three of these together to generate a lot of success when developing a strategy and making sure that you're prioritizing things based off of value and the impact. And that is leveraging the lean canvas. It's comprehensive. It speaks business language that everybody can understand. It validates ideas. It opens up the door for opportunity to converse with others that may have differentiating opinions, and it helps you to back up the reason why you want this thing prioritized. So once you've developed the customer relationships, once you've studied the market, once you've studied the competition, and you have a comprehensive understanding of all of these things and the customer's needs and wants, the strategy, and where you want to take the overall product, it's smart to leverage a tool like Lean Canvas, and there are 1,000 tools out there like this that can help you to put these ideas onto paper and discuss them with your peers and other folks within the business. Taking you through this quickly, this is what a Lean Canvas looks like. And starting from the top left, you are identifying what the problem is. You don't want to invent solutions to problems that don't exist. And there may be a number of problems that you can solve with one or two solutions. So list the top 3 problems if there are 3, or if there are more, you can continue to list more. Are there any existing alternatives that you have within your product, any workarounds that you can leverage that may help you to solve the problem faster today? What is the solution that will help to solve the problems that you listed to the left? What are some key metrics that you have analyzed that show that this is a good idea, and how are you going to measure success in the long run? This is extremely important, and it helps with the feedback loop on the back end, validating that the return on investment was there. What's the value proposition? Single, clear, compelling message that turns an unaware visitor into an interested prospect. I think that is absolutely key. I changed this and I manipulated the lean canvas a little bit, and I added this part, the customer and business outcomes. So when you solve these particular problems with the solutions that you are going to invest in, what are the outcomes that the customer will experience? How is their day going to get better? How is using that product going to become more delightful? And then you can look at it from a business standpoint as well. Is this going to generate cost reduction for our business? Is it going to generate greater adoption? Is it going to generate greater revenue? Is it going to allow us to bid on more RFPs? There are a number of things from a business and a customer outcomes perspective that can help to justify and validate the investment into this particular area. Continuing to the right, what are the unfair advantages? Is this something that cannot be easily copied or bought? If so, that is something that's important to identify up front and can be a differentiator for you in the market. The channels, list your paths to a customer. There are many different channels, and it's important that you list these from the onset. Customer segments. If you have a number of different customer segments, make sure that you list them here. If there are specific ones that you are targeting that are in alignment with your overall strategy, this is a good place just to call out and identify that you are targeting a single customer segment. And then early adopters. Agile is all about continuous feedback, and when you identify a current or potential prospected customer and you are able to take them along the ride from ideation through the development and beta programs, and then eventually out the door into production, that starts to generate a sense of trust and satisfaction amongst your customer base. So you can take them along the ride, along that journey, and to generate those constant feedback loops early and often. The last 2 on the bottom are the cost structure, listing fixed and variable costs. If you have value streams, you have a number of teams that are allocated to building this specific thing out. Those may be your fixed costs. If you have different tools that you may have to purchase, maybe instead of building, you're buying something, you may have a number of variable costs that you want to associate with this as well, so that you can really understand what the return on this specific investment is going to be. And then the last is to identify what your revenue streams are. Is this a one-time purchase? Is this going to be a subscription? How are you going to generate that revenue? Where the different revenue streams come from? Listing those here will help understand how you are differentiating yourself and how you're able to generate value for your business. Those are the 3 tips in a tool that I have used that has really helped to differentiate product managers that I've worked with in the past. Remember, customer relationships, first and foremost, the most important. Study the market, make sure you understand where it is today, where it's going into the future. Study the competition, make sure you know the competition inside and out just like you do your own product, and leverage tools like Lean Canvas that can make it easy for you to do your job and to communicate with other stakeholders. Thanks everybody for taking the time. I really do appreciate it. Please make sure that you are liking and subscribing, and reach out to me if you would like a template for the Lean Canvas that we had just discussed. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.